welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my 2018 favorites, and this is going to be a get ready with me as well. If you guys do want to see what I've been loving this year in 2018, then please keep watching. I recently mentioned to you guys that I did do a declutter of a lot of my makeup. I just kept the products that really worked for me, and I just decided to do a couple of products that I really did enjoy this year in 2018. So let's just get started. As I'm mentioning a product to you guys, I'm going to be applying that product to my face because this is going to be a get ready with me. I am planning to spend the day with my family today. It is Christmas. Wherever you are, Merry Christmas to you guys. So now we're just going to jump right into it. The first product that I've been loving in 2018 is by Drunk Elephant. I really like how this absorbs into my skin, and since I have very oily skin, this works wonders. I also really love the packaging. It does have this pump right here so you can pump out the product. That way you're not wasting any of the product or digging your hand in the jar. And I really do love how hydrating and how smooth this is. I already did apply this moisturizer all over my face before we did start. So of course this moisturizer has been my favorite this year. The primer that really wowed me out this year is by TATCHA. This is the TATCHA Silk Canvas Primer. I purchased mine in a kit, and I still have a lot of the primer left as well. So I don't have to use a lot of this primer, I just use a little bit. I rub around and then I just use about that much. And this is all the primer you're going to need. And I just rub this in between my fingers and I just apply this all over my face. This is actually a really great primer because it does cancel out some of my redness that I have on my face. I do love how this primer feels on my skin. It really feels so lightweight and soft on the skin, and I really do love this product. I don't feel like this primer makes me overly oily throughout the day, and it does hold up throughout the day as well. It does have a blurring effect to it. I did notice that. The TATCHA the Silk Canvas Primer has been my #1 primer, but also with the TATCHA the Silk Canvas Primer, I also have been loving this LANCôME Blur Stick. This has gone through so many battles in my purse. This is about my second tube. I did use quite a bit of it. So I did purchase this when Sephora was having their 20% off BADgal sale, and I decided to pick this up. I love how I can blot with this primer, and I can also use it just on top as a regular primer as well. So I just use it in the center of my face. And you don't need a lot of this product. And then what I do is that I just pat out the excess that I do have. So that way there's no white marks on my face, and I just want to make sure it's smooth. So these two primers have been my favorite this year. Now we're going to talk about my two favorite foundations of 2018, and it was really hard to narrow it down. I think I found my favorite foundation this year, and it goes to Makeup Revolution. This is a Conceal and Define foundation. Is full coverage. I don't have to use a lot of the product, and this does retail for $12. The second foundation that I've been loving this year is by Makeup Forever. I love this foundation. I've been using this constantly until I found this foundation. This has been my go-to foundation. I'm currently on my second bottle, and I've been reaching for this foundation non-stop. So today I am going to be applying the Makeup Revolution. Here's what the foundation bottle does look like. I also did a full 1 week's wear test on this foundation if you're interested. This foundation does come with a doe foot applicator. I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Blend out the foundation. I'm going to be using my damp beauty blender. I just love how full coverage this foundation is, and you don't have to use a lot of product. So now that we have applied our foundation all over our face, next up is concealer. My favorite concealer of 2018 has to be by Cover FX. This is their Power Play Concealer. It does have this little ball applicator, 0.33 fluid ounces, so that's actually a lot of product. I'm just going to conceal my under eyes. At first I wasn't used to this little ball applicator, but I've gotten used to it, and I really do love the applicator on this. This concealer is full coverage, and you don't have to use a lot of product. Nobody ever talks about this concealer, but it's been my favorite. So I'm just going to be blending out this concealer with this brush. Concealer does not crease on me either. I'm going to be setting this concealer with the Milk Blur and Set setting powder. This has been my #1 setting powder this year. This setting powder for me has really blurred. I'm just going to tap this setting powder right underneath my eyes. I'm not going to bake with it. Oh, it got all over my hair. You guys can already see a difference in my face. It looks very awake with the setting powder and concealer. This has been my go-to combo. When it came to eyeshadow palettes this year, I was looking for the best of the best eyeshadow palettes in my collection. I think I found one that actually has 5 stars to it. This eyeshadow palette is very creamy, very pigmented. It doesn't crease on me. And the eyeshadow palette that I'm referring to is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. These eyeshadows are very pigmented. They have minimal fallout, and I really do love how this eyeshadow palette really does stick to your eyes. They don't crease on me. This eyeshadow palette is good quality. And you guys also know that this eyeshadow palette also has a mirror, which I love. We're just gonna create a look using this eyeshadow palette. I did a full review on this eyeshadow palette as well. If you're interested, I will link that right up here. The first shade in the palette I am going to be grabbing is this shade here in Caramel. I am going to be using that on a fluffy brush and blending that all over my crease. Just a little tap and you do get a lot of pigment on your brush. And we're just going to blend this into our crease. This shade does blend in with my skin complexion, but I do like a nice transition shade. I would love to know what your favorite products in 2018 were, so definitely leave them in the comments down below. Now that we have the shade Caramel blended all over my crease, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Hazelnut and blending that in my outer V. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of Hazelnut and just doing some circular motions just to create some depth. This eyeshadow palette has minimum fallout and it is very pigmented. I actually do some of these glitter shades so I can just show you guys how rich of a pigment. Look at that. Out of all the eyeshadow palettes that have been released this year, this has been my favorite. I like how big the pans are. I haven't been using this eyeshadow palette as much as I would like to. We are not done with my eyes yet. For a little bit of pop, I am going to be adding this Marc Jacobs See-quins in Topaz Flash. I have been using this since I did purchase this, and this is so creamy in the pot. It is very pigmented. You are going to get a little bit of fallout, but you need to pat in this eyeshadow, and I literally just tap this on my lid. So this has been my favorite glitter shade this year. So once I tap this shade, look at that. It's literally a pigment. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be taking my finger, going to be rubbing it into this little pot here. I'm just going to be tapping this on my lid. You can definitely add some setting powder underneath your eyes. That way it doesn't get everywhere. I really do love this eyeshadow pot in Topaz Flash. This has been my favorite glitter this year. So I'm just going to do the other side. So this is what the eyeshadow is currently looking like, and I really do love this look so far. I'm going to be grabbing a little bit of this shade in Macchiato and applying that in my inner corner. Mascara that I've been loving this year has been by Benefit. This is the BADgal Bang Mascara. What I love about this mascara is the wand. I love that this wand is a rubber wand. It really does coat every one of my lashes. Look like I'm wearing falsies at times. I have been recently loving my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. That's affordable and that's available at the drugstore, but I can't find it anywhere. I think I probably decluttered it out of my collection by accident. So if a mascara is more than 3 months old, definitely toss it. You don't want to end up getting an eye infection. So I really do love this mascara. This mascara is almost dried out, so I need to purchase a new one. What I like to do with my mascara is I like to layer it, and I do a second layer, and then I think I do about 3 layers of mascara, just to make it look like I am wearing falsies. This mascara really does lengthen your lashes, and it does give you a little bit of volume. And using about 3 layers of mascara really does give you the illusion of false lashes. So now we're going to be bronzing my face. This year I think I found the perfect affordable. This is actually called the Brontour. It's a bronzer and contour. This is in the shade Blogger. So it's video and blogger. And you guys can see I've been using this bronzer non-stop, and what I like to do is just tap into both of these together, and we're just gonna slightly contour our face. You can see how pigmented this bronzer is compared to this side of my face where it looks a little bit more flat. So I've been really loving this Brontour by Morphe. Really, really good. It's very pigmented and it is affordable as well. And I purchased mine at Ulta. This year I have not found a blush that I really was in love with, so we are going to skip blush for today. I did find a highlighter palette this year that I'm obsessed with. Even though I don't like how highlighter does emphasize my texture. The palette is by Makeup Revolution. It is their Face Quad in Ignite. I really do love all 4 of these highlighter shades, but this gold shade has been my favorite. I think I did mention this highlighter palette in one of my favorites videos. So pigmented, it's so blinding, and all 4 of these are very pigmented and blinding. I do have a little bit of the highlighter on my Anastasia A23 brush. We're just gonna highlight. Of course, I saved the best products for last, my favorite lip products of 2018, and there are quite a few of them. First, we're going to start off with my favorite lipsticks. This one is by ColourPop. This is in the shade 27. I also reviewed ColourPop's Luxe lipstick. I am going to be applying this shade on my lips just to show you guys. I really do love this shade in 27. It does feel comfortable on the lips. I do have to reapply this lipstick throughout the day. And the second shade that I've been loving this year in 2018 has been by KKW Beauty. This is in the shade number 7. I love how neutral and creamy this lipstick is. I love how chocolatey brown this shade is. I'm going to be applying this shade on my lips. I just love how neutral this lipstick shade is. It does feel hydrating on the lips. It is going to come off when you are eating and drinking because it is a lipstick. Now we're going to be going over my 2018 liquid lipstick and powder puff lippy by NYX. This is in the shade Cool Intentions. I did swatch it down here. I love this neutral shade. I do love how this does feel comfortable on the lips. It does dry down to a powder finish. I did also review this on my channel if you're interested. I reviewed a lot of shades, but I have not been putting this shade down. So I'm just going to show you guys. I think I'm almost out of this shade. I really love this formula. It does sit comfortably on the lips. It really does not feel like anything is there on my lips. Next up, we have this Palladio X Casey Holmes Matte Liquid Lipstick. Again, I did review this lipstick on my channel. If you guys are interested, I really do love the formula of this lipstick. I feel very comfortable on my lips. It's lightweight and it is very long wearing. So I'm just going to apply the shade in Rescue on my lips. Again, I really do love this formula. It is long lasting and I love the color. The next matte liquid lipstick that I've been obsessing over 2018 is by Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is in the shade Jaybird. I love her formula, you guys. Her formula is amazing. I love the doe foot applicator, and this liquid lipstick smells like apples. It smells so good, like I just want to eat it. So I just want to show you guys this shade in Jaybird. It's a little bit lighter than these 2 shades, but I love this shade. This is another long-lasting formula on my lips. I'm just going to show you guys what this shade looks like. You do have to work quickly with this matte liquid lipstick because it is going to dry down. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for saying this, but the amount of hate that went towards one individual, Laura Lee, this year is unforgivable. I think we as a human race should definitely be more forgiving. You cannot hold somebody back for what they said a couple years ago, and people grow as human beings, and I definitely feel like she did grow as a person. She did learn from her mistake. She is a human being just like all of us. She has feelings. We all need to be kind to one another, and moving forward in 2019, let's do that. Let's all be nice to one another. If you have something nice to say, say it. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. Don't write it on social media. It's totally unnecessary. We don't need that type of negative energy, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So moving on to my last favorite shade in 2018 is by KKW Beauty x Kylie Cosmetics. This is in the shade Double Trouble. I reviewed this lip shade as well. I really do love this formula, and I love how long lasting this shade is. And of course, I'm going to show you guys what this shade does look like applied to my lips. I really do love this matte liquid lipstick in Double Trouble. It does feel comfortable on my lips. I love how long lasting this formula is. but it is going to stain your lips. Those are some of my favorite makeup products of 2018. Before we do end this video, I do want to give a shout out to Summer Fridays. I really do love these face masks. I love the jet mask. It really is moisturizing, and recently I've been loving this overtime mask. It smells like Thanksgiving on my face. It does exfoliate my face. I really noticed a difference using both of these masks this year. And also I've been loving the hand cream by KL Polish. This has been such an amazing hand cream. I just love this almond scent. Kathleen Lights needs to create a fragrance of this scent because this is just amazing. I just want to spray this all over my body. Speaking of Kathleen Lights, two of my favorite nail polishes this year has been my KL Polish. We have the shade Tropicana, which is a vibrant yellow shade, and we also have the shade in Mojito. I love this green shade. I actually have this shade on my toenails currently, and I really do love these two nail polishes this year. And don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite products of 2018. I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and it is super exciting. I just want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. You guys are amazing, and you guys make me want to create YouTube videos. I've been trying to do a video every day this year, and it's really been challenging. I think I'm up to the challenge for next year in 2019. I do hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't get to see you guys in the new year. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.